Hello and welcome to Coach's Corner. I'm Tony Trongone, Superintendent of Millville Public Schools, and this is our first session with our head coach, Coach Ayala. Welcome, Coach.
Hi, how you doing?
We're doing great, and we got two special guests here with us today, Coach.
Yeah, to my left we have our starting middle linebacker, Kian German, and then we have to his left our starting quarterback this year, Jacob Zamat.
All right, so I'm going to start off with you, Coach, first year. I know you had an interview with Coach Surace already, but tell us about the transition that you've made so far, I guess starting from the springtime up until the summer practices.
Yeah, that seems to be the hot topic of questions asked from every reporter about the transition. I mean, I think it's been a smooth transition. You know, I've been in the building for 5 years, been around the program for 5 years. So, I mean, I've been with German since he's a freshman. I mean, he was fortunate enough to be a starter his freshman year, so I was the head freshman coach that year, so he had moved right on up. Kind of hurt. We would have liked him there, but so I just been around the system for so long and around young men in school on a consistent basis. So, the transition I felt like has been seamless. We haven't missed a beat. Coaching staff's the same. So, we're just ready to play some football.
So, who is your offensive coordinator now? Because you were the New Jersey State offensive coordinator of the year. Who took over for you?
Me.
You're still going to be offensive coordinator?
Yeah.
Okay.
No. So I mean, I'm in the most humble way. I mean, I'm still running the offense, but I do have assistants that I am grooming, and that somebody will be up top. Coach Ron Terry will be the guy in the box and be the eyes in the sky. But him and Darren Carr are going to help me out on the offensive side. But they were both freshman coaches last year, so it's just a learning process for them. So but they've been very helpful. Darren's kind of running and working with that run game and inside run along with Coach Haynes. So we have a lot of help on the offensive side and defensive side of the ball.
So who's the defensive coordinator?
Coach Core.
Okay.
Yep, Charles Core. He's another health and phys ed teacher in our school district. I think he's been here 3 years.
Yeah,
3 years. 3 years. Yep. So he was, he's a defensive back coach. He played in college. He went to Keene University. Was Oak Crest, right? He's from Oak Crest, right? Yeah. So, he played football there as well. So he's a very knowledgeable guy, and the kids take to him. He knows his stuff. So, defensively, everything's still the same. He has Coach Gray, who's a city guy, and he's still up in the box helping out as well.
Yeah, good. I'm going to come back to you with more, but I'm going to go to I'll go right to your left, to the audience right is Kian German. So I enjoy watching Kian. I like the hits that he puts on kids. So Kian German, and I call him Thumper, and he just said, "Why you give me that nickname, Mr. Trongone?" And I said, "Because you put a hurting on kids. In football, the guy that goes, the linebacker that hits that hole, hits that gap, and puts a hit on their opponent, and then tackles for a loss. That's your niche. You had a lot last year. So Kian, tell me about yourself. Again, you're a senior, but tell me about your experiences in school. Like, what's your favorite subject?
My favorite subject is history. I really like history.
You have a favorite teacher?
I forgot her name. I have been busy with football and work, stuff like that.
So this is your fourth year here, and so the progression from a freshman, learning, because you play fullback, right? Mm-hmm. And then you've been playing linebacker. What's the game been like for you going from your freshman year to now your senior year? Like I said, on the defensive side of the ball.
When I first came here, like as a freshman, I started, like the game was way faster. So I had to learn like to watch film and stuff like that. And then like now I'm a senior, the game became way slower and stuff for me. So yeah.
So being a younger player, was there anybody that mentored you, that helped you along, that helped you with your keys?
Yeah, his name was Tommy Watson.
Yeah. Good guy.
Great guy, actually. He used to pull me to the side and really help me out a lot. And I used to go to him for advice and stuff like that.
And so now, who are you mentoring?
Right now, I'm helping a lot of young guys, like Sierra Cornish, Wallace, a bunch of young guys. I forgot their names.
But what are you telling them?
Just like watch me, for example. Watch how I shed the blocks. tackles, watch how I call out the motions, stuff like that.
So tell me about one last question before I get to Jacob. But how do you have that instinct to hit that hole and have those tackles for a loss?
I don't really know. Like, it became natural for me.
It's
and
instinctive?
Stuff like that. Yeah. I don't know. I don't know where it came from. I just see the guy with the ball and I just go make the tackle.
It's that simple, right?
Yeah.
Tackle
Good for
out
you.
the ball,
Good for you,
yeah.
Cam. We'll come back to you with some more about post-secondary. And Jacob, I see a lot on social media, and you've been working. And I've seen, at least on social media, you've been a lot of places working hard. Tell us a little about yourself. What you're doing in school. Favorite teachers first.
I'd probably say my favorite teacher would be my geometry teacher, Coach Carney. He was a former football coach, and he also did coach wrestling. But yeah, he did geometry. I didn't really like geometry that much, but he kind of made the class a little fun for me. So.
Okay, and then you got some time in last year, and then also you were the placeholder. Are you placeholding this year?
Nah, we got a freshman, Breon Cobbs. Yeah, he's holding this year.
He's holding this year.
Yeah, he said he wanted to retire from.
You wanted to retire from that?
Yeah.
Okay, and is Rain back?
Yeah, he's back. Yep.
That's good.
Yeah.
And being a former coach, making those extra points in high school is big. And even at the game at the state championship, he hit a field goal. Right?
Yeah, big, and that's not easy because the goalposts are smaller.
Yeah,
so
they were
tighter.
weren't as wide. It's tighter, but it's the center, it's the holder, and the kicker.
Yeah.
People don't understand that.
Yeah.
So it is an important job holding it. So the freshman is going to have some lofty responsibility to take over from you. So that's what I noticed when I saw that. I didn't think you bobbled one last year.
Yeah.
Well, it's something that's observing. So tell me a little bit about how you prepared for this year as far as, taking over for Nate Robbins.
Well, all this offseason, I've really just been grinding. I've been putting in the work, and I've always believed hard work beats talent when talent doesn't work hard. There's a lot of guys that have talent but don't really put in the work. And one thing about me is that when I was young, I wasn't really that guy who was always like the starter. I was always like behind everybody else. So, I just put in the work and kept my head up, and now here I am. So I'm excited.
So you're saying you have a chip on your shoulder?
Yeah, I'd say so. Because I wasn't never really known until like really this year. And my last year, I just put in the work, and I'm excited for this year. Yeah. So.
Good. And so I'm going to stick with you, Jacob. So you have receivers. You have who you have back? You have Teron
Hale, Latia Brooks, Thomas Smith, and then we got a transfer from Missouri, Freddie Lavin.
Okay, and so have you worked with them? Yeah, I get people reading the papers about, Tom Brady takes his receivers out and they run their routes and all.
Yeah, I've gone on the field a lot with those guys. Brooks has come out a lot. Teron. I feel like all four of them really. This offseason, me coming into as a new guy, they're not used to my passes. They've been used to Nate's. So I feel like one thing important is chemistry. And this offseason, us four, we've gone to the fields a lot and trying to work on our timing and just chemistry on certain passes and routes and stuff.
All right, good. And then what I noticed too, like when you look at losing, and I'm not saying this in a negative way. It's just that people don't realize in high school you have a different team every year because kids graduate.
Yeah.
So you lose Nate Robbins and you lose LeQuint and Caleb, or three, and then also oh my God, Tyon Cephas. And so there were times where every play is supposed to be executed perfectly for you to win, but they don't, and then they kind of pick up for each other, and I saw that a lot where maybe it was going to be for a loss, but LeQuint picked up a fumbled ball and then made a first down. It was there are a lot of those plays. So what's going on? And then Nate would do the same thing, and so you're ready to. I mean, because I think I should know that Coach Ayala and the team has you prepared. Coach have you prepared, but are you ready for that responsibility?
Yeah, I definitely am. Like I said, I took my lineman out like a few weeks ago out to eat. We all just working on team bonding. I feel like bonding is important, and when your teammates trust in you, you perform. And it's important for your teammates to have trust in you, because if you go out there and your chemistry is all messed up with with the receivers or the O linemen, it's like a bit complicated out there. So I feel like us being close to each other and important is an important thing out there on the field.
Good. Thank you. And so, Coach, talking to what Jacob's talking about, the linemen, you have a pretty stout offensive line, right? Can you tell me a little about the offensive line?
I think our offensive line could be one of the top in the state. I mean, they're big, they're fast, they're athletic. We had Darian, who's now our left tackle. Next to Darian at left guard, we have Francisco Aquino. This is his first year starting. He replaces George. We moved Marcus to center now.
Yeah, I noticed that.
Yeah.
Is that
I
by
think it's
design?
more for yeah. I mean, listen, he's a big guy. He's fast. He's strong. So he's going to be able to assist us in pushing and anything that's in that one tech or in that A gap to get up to the next level. Whereas kind of a lot of times last year we didn't have that size, so we always had to double and it kind of shut down run lanes. So yeah, it's a great move for him, and I think it's more transitional for him in college to play a center than a tackle.
That's what I was thinking.
Yeah,
It was
so
long term for him.
it's a better situation. Yeah,
And
by
then
far.
who do you have at right guard? and
Right
tackle?
guard, you still have Edison Andino, which is another one of our captains this year. And another, he got stronger, faster, great kid. And then we have Kevin White now on the line as well, playing right tackle for us. So you got 3 guys that are 6'1" or taller. We have probably about 800 to 900 pounds of weight on that line.
Good. So I noticed you guys went down the shore, played on the beach, and you had a lot of bonding
Oh, yeah,
activities.
beach day, yeah.
Yeah.
So there's a couple bonding activities. So I'll go to the kids first and say, Ken, what did you learn from the bonding activities? Anything?
We just had like a great time. Like our first time being out there, we had a great time. We really worked hard, and that's about it. Yeah.
That's about it. But it was where you went to the beach, right? But what other activities did you have?
We did like footwork, ladder drills, and indies, and then a little 7-on-7.
Mm-hmm.
And then did we do team competition?
No.
But the thing after that, we had like a bunch of games. Like we played volleyball, spike ball. A lot of guys were in the water. So just stuff to do with each other, and to have that bonding was really, really fun.
So you had that activity on the beach. Then you had some 7-on-7 competitions, right?
Yeah.
So what were some competitions you were partaking in?
At tournaments, at seven
There
tournaments.
was two.
Yeah, we had
right?
our Winslow tournament, which we won again, and then the one Mark Tribble's hats off 7v7 we had. So.
Mm-hmm. So, Coach, did you get to learn more about your team through those activities?
Yeah. I mean, well, listen, we probably would have had to cancel practice that day that we went to the beach anyway because it was blazing hot out here, So, it actually all worked out. And it was just anytime you could get away from football but still keep football and change the atmosphere, it was great. I mean, they were like little kids in the water. They're picking each other up, throwing each other in the water. I mean, we had a nice big beach. We were like, Coach Core had a great location that he found for us. A couple
What
of
beach?
parents. So it was towards the end of Atlantic City going towards Ventnor.
Okay.
So it was like right there. Parents came out hoping like it could be like a trend, so every year like maybe more and more parents come out. Just a family day for us to bond, still get football in, but just a day away and have that fun. So
It's good. Tell me about the 7-on-7 competitions. What did you learn about your team there?
listen, I mean, I learned that they have the ability is there. Like nothing has changed. I mean, they're hungry. A lot of times you wonder after a championship season, like especially with new personnel coming in, new quarterback, what challenges are you going to face? Like, are they going to be up to the task? Are they going to be overconfident? Mm-hmm. But they just showed the straight desire and will to. They still want it. They're hungry, and I think people aren't going to realize how hungry they are for it. So I mean, I saw that fight in them, and anytime you see that, sometimes you can't coach that. So that fight that they have and that desire to want to win, it's just instinctive within them, and it's great.
Awesome. Well, thank you. We just completed the first quarter, and first I want to thank our one of our sponsors, Allen Associates, for all the help and support they provide our school district throughout the year. And Tony Trongone with Coach Bert Ayala, Kay and German, and Jacob Zamat. And so we're going to take a timeout. We'll be right back.
Allen Associates is a family-owned and operated full-service agency, managing a broad base of clients in the New Jersey area. Allen Associates has been a leader in health benefits and financial services including health, prescription, life insurance, pension, 401k plans, and estate planning. With more than 60 years of experience and a staff of highly trained and dedicated professionals, Allen Associates is noted for its ability to build strong, long-term relationships with our clients and the communities we serve. Give them a call today at 856-692-2250. Allen Associates, your complete health and financial services, Vineland, New Jersey.
My name is Priscilla Ocasio-Jimenez. I am from Vineland, New Jersey, and I am running for Commissioner of Cumberland County. You should consider me because I am a parent, I am an educator, I am bilingual, and I have been part of this community and have given back to this community for all of my life. Thank you, and please remember to vote for Priscilla Ocasio-Jimenez, your Commissioner of Cumberland County.
Ordered and paid for by the Cumberland County Regular Democratic Organization. Al Jones, Treasurer.
Welcome to the Holly City Family Center. The staff at Holly City Family Center are committed to providing you and your family with the absolute best in fitness and health. Purchase your family membership today to experience all that Holly City Family Center has to offer, including Zumba, Pilates, fitness, and cardio classes. While you're there, enjoy their 4-lap lane heated indoor pool, where you can learn to swim from a certified instructor or attend a low-impact aquatic fitness class. You can even rent their pool for your next birthday celebration. Holly City Family Center features state-of-the-art cardio and weight training rooms. Personal training and Beast Mode Boot Camp are also available through their partnership with Workout Warriors. Holly City Family Center provides Child Watch evenings Monday through Thursday. Come in today for a free 4-day family trial, and the joiner fee will be waived. New memberships paid in full also get a free month. For more information, call them today at 856-293-0609 or email info@hollycity.org. Holly City Family Center, making fitness fun and affordable for the whole family.
Need something fixed? Think Latour Hardware and Garden Center, your best bet for reliable and lasting repairs. For over 30 years, Latour has been the expert in small engine repairs, lawnmower repairs, blade sharpening, screen and window repair, glass cutting, generator maintenance, and power tool repairs. Latour services all major brands, and whether you visit the store or take advantage of Latour's pickup and delivery service, you'll know your job is being done right. Think hardware, think Latour Hardware and Garden Center. Come on in and get started.
And welcome back to Coach's Corner. I'm Tony Trongone, along with Coach Ayala and two of our star players on the team, Cain Thumper German, and also Jacob Zamat. So I want to go back to our players that are here, and I'll go with Jacob about your junior year, and that lens is starting to crystallize about what's going to happen after high school. Mm-hmm. So tell me about the groundwork of what you're doing to prepare yourself for after high school.
Well, after high school, the goal is to go play Division I football in college, and I'm I have a lot of interest right now, but I haven't made my start yet. So no schools have given me offers. They all say they're gonna see after this season. That's why the season's so big for me. I know I got a lot of pressure on me, but I'm excited, and the goal is to go play Division I football after high school. So
there's the athletic side. What about the academic side? What's your I gonna call it your niche? What's your major? What's your interest?
I haven't really thought about it, but I might go into sports medicine. That's just like my only thought in my head right now. I haven't really done too much research about all the majors I could do, but sports medicine is probably one I'd be interested in.
And so this doesn't start now. This starts when you're a young kid. Mm-hmm. So who's influenced you so far to date? Obviously, I think it's your dad, right?
Yeah, definitely my dad. My dad has done so much for me in my life. As far as recruiting, everything football, my dad is always trying to look out for me. Whenever he takes me on visits, we drive 4 hours. He'll get done work, and we'll go 5 hours to Penn State or to Syracuse, and then we'll come back home. He does that every weekend. Yeah, he always tries to. He's trying to give us the best life we had, the life that he didn't have, and he wants us to be successful and enjoy this high school experience.
What do you learn when you go to a visit?
I really just learn about the coaching staff, the atmosphere, and just overall about the school. We go take visits. The pictures are always cool, but it's really just learning more about the school, learn about the coaching staff, see all the facilities, and it's just stuff you like. So.
Yeah, I actually took a kid on a visit one time, and the coach was a good coach, but he was goofy looking, and he had like one eye looking out one way, and he says, "I don't like the coach," and I was like, "But this is a great place, and he's a good coach." He's like, "I didn't connect with the coach." Is that something that's it's coming into play with you now?
With what, the coaches?
Yeah, looking at the relationships with them.
Yeah, I definitely say coaches make a big factor on where you want to go to college, because you don't really. I mean, there's some schools that have good coaches and a bad school, but then there's other schools that have like bad coaches, but the school is great. So you just really, I think you should pick your college based on the school, not just the coaches, because coaches could come and go. Like coaches would, like Temple, I think they had like a new coach every single year. So I'd want to pick a school that I like the school, the facilities, stuff like that, not just based on the coaching staff.
Oh, very wise of you. All right, Ken, you're up. So what are your plans? You're closer to it than Jacob. So what's your arc?
So my goal, like after this season is to really just to go to any school that give me a free ride, and it doesn't matter what level it is. I'm gonna just ball out, and then for my academics, I want to go to school for business management and sports medicine, but I haven't really like going into it yet. Yeah.
So is there anybody in school that's helping you with that?
My guidance counselor, Miss Bacon, and Miss Russo, they do a really good job, like helping me during school and stuff like that.
Good. And then also, as far as what influenced you to date, who influenced you to date?
Really, like my mom, my dad. Like we used to watch the Eagles on Sunday nights, and like.
Good job.
No, I'm not an Eagles fan. I'm a 49ers fan.
Oh, that's terrible.
Oh,
No.
you're a 49ers fan?
Yeah.
I won't hold it against you. It's probably when you were a little kid they went to the Super Bowl, right?
Yeah. 2012, I believe.
Yeah, exactly. But your mom and dad influenced you?
Yeah.
And so our guidance counselors are helping you with that? Because you blink your eyes and you talk to Tyon Cephas, you talk to Caleb.
Yeah.
I think LeQuint had his arc already. He knew he was going to Syracuse, but even Nate was like not sure where he was going. And then that window. It's not that the window collapses and you're not going to go anywhere, but it's the decisions that you have to make. So we want you to ball out, both of you, but start looking, like you said, really look at where you want to go, and it's someplace you're going to go that you're going to like. You're going to like. So I'm proud of you. And so I'm going to switch over to Coach Ayala now as the facilities coach. Tell us about our facilities and how's our field holding up here, our practice field. You can call it like it is.
You want me
Coach.
to be honest? It's terrible.
Yeah, it is.
We're number one ranked team in the state, and we practice on the sand lot. I mean, I'm not lying. Like it's bad.
Yeah.
It's bad. I mean,
It's just the practice
they
field?
put the our game field's awful too. I mean, it's all weeds. Like I do a better job growing grass in my front and backyard than they can do on the field that doesn't get touched for 7 months.
Right.
And it is what it is. It's I know they put the irrigation in, and I think it didn't help that the sprinklers weren't working. Because if it was working, we would have at least had weeds out there,
Right.
But we got them to line a small part of the right field outside of the baseball JV field, so right where the Mike Trout scoreboard is.
Gotcha.
So they lined that, so at least we're getting some kind of grass. It's not ideal because it's not the regular width of a football field. But listen, we got to practice. So we make do. I mean, dirt gets kicked up, or guys come back with their legs are two-tone, two different colors.
Every single day,
It's not the ideal practice situation, but we make do because what are we going to do? We're going to sit there and complain, or go make it happen. So
Exactly.
and hopefully over time, that's why we got you here to help adjust that.
Well, tell me the difference on the game field and I will probably ask the two of you about playing on our field or playing on like Ocean City this Sunday on a turf field. What's the difference? How's it an edge?
I feel like I mean, turf doesn't really. I feel like if you play on turf, like I don't know, I guess people say you are faster on turf than you are on grass. But I mean, I feel like if you have I'd prefer nice grass over turf because a lot of people can get injured on turf. I've seen that like in the NFL, a lot of people get hurt. But our field isn't the best grass, so I'd rather have turf than what we got. But nice grass is always gonna beat turf for me. That's just my opinion.
As long as it's cut.
Yeah, like
short.
low, like
not
nice
like
grass.
not like our scrimmage.
Yeah.
I couldn't see my
So
shoes.
explain to the public what that means, because that was an issue last year,
What's that?
where it gets cut, and then DT
Well,
went out there was like, anybody have a lawnmower? I'm going to cut it again. It was, and they were coming to me.
Yeah.
Well, if the public needs to know, what's the difference between having cut grass and having a fast
we're a
track?
fast team. Our strength is our speed, right? So I mean, to have short grass is conducive to what we are as a team. So I mean, when you leave it long, it slows you down. It's just natural. So like when we go play places, like I remember 2 years ago we went to Delsey. They left their grass long and they watered it
I
literally
remember that.
during before the game. So it's just naturally slows you down. I mean, we went to St. Joe's. 3 years, my first year here, we were in St. Joe's. It was raining already as it is, but then they left the grass long on top of that. So, I mean, because it doesn't affect them because they're a wing tee style team. So it slows you down. So to have that cut short is just more ideal for us. We went to Williamstown, and Williamstown has athletes, but last year when we were at Williamstown, that grass wasn't short.
Yeah.
They did it, it's by design, Whatever advantage a team can get, they're going to do. So to go to Ocean City and play on turf, I mean, I understand Jacob's point of it, but it's a huge difference because I mean, you see our true speed in full effect. So,
Okay, good. So I want to go over to our schedule now, and we'll have our producer put it up there, and you can see it this Sunday. We're opening up at 11 a.m. Right, guys, at Ocean City against Thomas Jefferson, and Coach, what do you know about Thomas Jefferson?
listen, I mean, I know they're a well-coached program. That coach has been there for a while. I know they have 2 state titles back to back. I think it was like 2019 and 20. You know, they're going to be a well-coached team, great program. From what I hear from and just watching what they do on the sideline.
What do they
you know,
do on offense? What kind of offense?
They're a power team. They're a power team. They're going to try to pound it down, pound it
like
right through,
Hamilton,
through
kinda
the tackles,
like Hamilton and
and then so they're going to try to just come right at us, and run the ball, upfield and time of possession. I mean, what a lot of teams did. This was what kind of St. Aug's did to us last year.
yeah, the prep and Hamilton like they did.
But I think our defense is even better this year than it was last year. So I mean, I think if anybody has success on us, then that's just us hurting
It's going
ourselves.
to be Kane's fault, man, if they don't stop
I'm
the
blaming
run,
him.
right?
No, I'm blaming
I'm
Coach
only
Core.
joking, folks.
I'm going to be yelling at Coach Core.
And so, what about their defense? I'm going to ask you, you're the quarterback, so you should be knowing
Yeah,
what your
they're
reads are.
their defense. They play a 4-3-5, so they like to send a lot of guys. They have 4 down linemen, but they usually send 5.
That's too many players on the field. 4-2-5.
Oh, you know what I meant.
Yeah.
4-2-5. 4-2-5. They have 2 high safeties. Their corners play like 6-7 off, so they like to bail. And so they'll either be in cover 2 or cover 4, which I know. One time, like this offseason, I took time to study all the coverages, so I know what to attack if they're in cover 2 or cover 4 and stuff like that. So.
Okay. And again, on the schedule, then the next week we're at Rutgers. And because I really wanted this segment to be on the schedule itself, because it's I don't think there's a tougher schedule in Jersey than what we have. So
No.
Irvington. So Coach, tell us about Irvington.
Well, they were the North Group 4 champs.
So we
now,
were the South Group champs.
yeah.
right?
So now, like, if they had a true state championship last year, we would have played each other in that state championship, which we have this year. So, they're an athletic team. They have a lot of athletes. They're well coached. It's the same thing. I mean, every team we play on our schedule is a well coached team. I mean, they're a top tier program, regardless if maybe they have a down year. I mean, they're going to come in and fight. I mean, it's North Jersey versus South Jersey. So, North Jersey, has the persona. I'm originally from North Jersey, so they have that persona that, like, that's where football lives and that's the football area. But I think South Jersey's kind of been putting ourselves on the map in the last, 5 to 10 years. But Irvington's gonna come in. But they lost a lot. But they got some stud. They still got. It's just like us. We lose a group, but we have so much youth and the farm system that we have. Kids just keep cycling in.
Good. Then we have the prep, and then Lenape at Lenape again, and Shawnee at Shawnee again. So I was a little disappointed because we were at Lenape and Shawnee last year, right?
Yeah, we were.
So what is that? Just that the West Jersey Football League creates that?
It's not geographically. Doesn't geographically make sense, when you have to drive that far. But I mean, I guess
Also,
like
we should be home this year, though.
Yeah, we should have been home, but now we're back at.
Yeah, we're at Shawnee again and at Lenape again. So
Yeah,
I thought we'd alternate.
Yeah, well, thankfully at least Cherokee comes to us, But now Lenape has turf field, so does Shawnee. So I'll take that.
They didn't have it before.
No, Lenape had grass, so they just got turf this year.
Okay.
So.
And let's go back to that then. So when you look at these teams, Williamstown, they have grass. Okay.
Yep.
And then Lenape, Shawnee, and Cherokee have turf.
Yep. Ocean
And
City.
then Ocean City has turf, right?
But they come to
St.
us.
Aug's have turf too, but yeah, we're home against them.
Yeah,
And then Vineland, Vineland has turf. So.
Right. Exactly. So I don't see. There's no week off for you guys, is there?
Yeah. Our bye week is right after that St. Aug's game.
Yeah, I meant like a opponent. Like you don't have like an
Oh
opponent
no,
that's,
no.
Well, I can get like your second tier players can get some playing time because there's going to be some really tightly contested games where you get some kids in, but every game is a fairly tough game, I think.
Yeah.
And then you always have violent, and no matter where both teams are, it's always going to be a battle. I know that last year I was surprised how we dominated, but
I wasn't.
okay.
Listen, we were a talented group last year, so we knew what we had, we knew what they had, and so in the most humble state, we were confident going into that game. I think the same mindset will be going into it this year as well.
Right. So as we end this part of the show, I guess Jacob, anything for us? Any parting shots before you go into the weekend?
Not really. I'm just excited for the game. That's my first start, and I'm really looking forward to go out there and play with my guys again. So.
And how about you, Ken?
I'm excited too to see what me and my guys can do on defense. Make a lot of turnovers and stops for the offense.
No points.
Yeah, no points. Putting up a lot of goose this season.
Okay, good. Coach, anything for these guys as far as you being the head coach and these guys going into their first game?
Just outside of just believing in what we do and playing OBG football. Bringing representing. I told them before. Represent the name on the front of your jersey. With pride and hold it high, man. Because everybody will be out there supporting you. We're right there for you, and we just want you to go out there and have fun, and everything else will handle itself.
Yeah, it's great advice. Have fun. Because you always know that when you're going to have fun, you play better.
Yeah,
don't play
I
tight.
say that all the time. When you have fun, you always play your best. So.
Yeah, I always say there's sometimes if you told me to throw a rock and hit a bottle in the lake, I always say this, and then if you told me I'll give you $100 to hit it, I'll throw 100 rocks. I won't hit it. But if we were just going and I just relax and I would hit it because I wasn't pressing.
Yeah,
it wasn't. You just play to have fun. And stuff will roll, but play with intensity, So we get pleasure having you guys. I look forward to having you back again, and then because as the season progresses, we'll see. Every team has a signature. I call it a signature, and your team. We'll see what that looks like this year. That's what that's what, from afar, as a fan, I'm looking at it and saying, what will this team look like? And you guys are the leaders of the team, so it's interesting to see what the signature of the team is. And it's the coaches can do all they can do, but as coaches coach, but players play.
Yeah,
as they say, right? So it's going to be up to you guys to have fun, but also and do it in the right way. So again, thank you for being on the show today.
Thank you for having us.
And good luck on Sunday at 11 o'clock.
Thank you.
All right.
Thank you.
So this is Tony Trongone. We're concluding this part of the show, and we'll be right back after our sponsors.
Allen Associates is a family-owned and operated full-service agency, managing a broad base of clients in the New Jersey area. Allen Associates has been a leader in health benefits and financial services including health, prescription, life insurance, pension, 401k plans and estate planning. With more than 60 years of experience and a staff of highly trained and dedicated professionals, Allen Associates is noted for its ability to build strong, long-term relationships with our clients and the communities we serve. Give them a call today at 856-692-2250. Allen Associates, your complete health and financial services, Vineland, New Jersey.
Imagine living without pain. For over 35 years, Doctors Beebe and Doyle have helped thousands of people find relief from all types of pain. Millville Chiropractic Center has 4 doctors on staff specializing in hands-on or light-touch, drug-free pain relief methods. The examination, x-rays, therapies, and adjustments are all performed at one location. Schedule a consultation today. Enjoy life without pain and discomfort. Millville Chiropractic Center, the area's #1 pain relief center.
At Mintz Insurance, we're proud to have been serving our customers for nearly 80 years, offering 30 different insurance products for your auto, home, and business. And to help ensure that you're getting the best rates possible, we give you up to 3 quotes for every policy, so you can choose what's right for you. At Mintz, we're part of the community, local representatives, supporting events, and proud of it. It's part of who we are. Mintz Insurance. Call today and find out how we can help you save on insurance, or visit us at mintzinsurance.com.
Hello, welcome to Coach's Corner. I'm Tony Trongone, along with Coach Bert Ayala. And this session, we're going to focus on today's game against Thomas Jefferson at Ocean City at 11 a.m. So, Coach, first question is, when did you start preparing for this team?
All off season. I mean, we were on the field in July, in the weight room in July. Talked about them, but obviously a lot of the focus in the beginning is just always about us and what we're going to do to, put a lot of emphasis on our identity and how we're going to get ready for ourselves. And then once August hit and we knew it was camp time, then we kind of started shifting the mentality, saying, let's prep for this first game. The first games are always hard though, because, you get like one scrimmage film on them, and then you got film from last year, and it's just a hard game to kind of get a feel for another team.
So what are we looking for Thomas Jefferson on defense?
It looks like they go. It's more like, it's pretty much what we see a lot of, which is like a 4-2-5. Some like more like a 4-3 over. They'll have that one outside backer shaded outside. They're going to be, their safeties are going to be 10 to 12 yards off. And their corners are going to be, nobody's going to press up on us, so they're going to be sitting off, and and they're just like a lot of teams, they're going to try to umbrella us up, not let us stretch the field, keep everything underneath, and we'll make our adjustments. But just like like you see the trend kind of in the NFL now, you got to run the ball, so that's.
Yeah, and I'm wondering about that. You have a new setup with the line, right? So we talked about that earlier. Mm-hmm. You have some studs back, but some of them are in different positions.
Yes. So now you got Marcus Offer, that's our center. Darian went from right to left tackle. Kevin White now is on our offensive line at right tackle. You got Andino still in the same spot, and then you got Francisco Aquino, who's starting, his senior.
So who are your running backs? Got
4 of them. It's going to be running back by committee right now. they all have their moments. They all show good things. I mean, you have Jamal Wallace going into Sunday is going to be our starting running back. Then you have Naeem Sharp. You got Demir White. You got then we got another kid who just came over, Xavier McBride.
What happened to Brashear Hunter?
Brashear is injured at the moment.
Ah.
Yeah, so he got injured, and Brashear would have been our starting running back. He would have been, and I'm sorry, Brashear, for leaving you out of that mix. But right now he's banged up. He took a hit to the knee in the Middletown scrimmage, and it was a shame because the first 3 runs he was running like a train. It was like evident. It was like, this is our guy, you know. So and Dennis was always high on Brashear. Dennis said he had a lot of comparisons to JT from when JT ran. But we made Brashear earn it and work, you know. So, you know, right now he's just in the process of healing, so he's not going to be available in that first game. So, you know, I mean, we're fortunate to have the talent we have behind him to carry that load.
Okay. And so, obviously, everybody knows about our passing game and our bubble screens that we use, right?
Yeah.
And so that's why when you look at that type of defense they're going to run, they're going to try to contain our speed. With even if you don't run it, there's little quick passes that we make huge gains on, right? So tell us about about their offense.
They're a power football team. They're going to try to run the ball. They're going to, you know, I did see a lot. They, you know, because they have a different quarterback. Last year's quarterback. That's why I said film's different, because last year they ran that whole offense through their quarterback. They had a lot of quarterback power, a lot of quarterback, you know. This year it looks like they have more of a throwing style quarterback, so they're putting emphasis on him trying to throw the ball. I'm not sure if it's their strength or not. I mean, I'm looking basing off of one film, you know, and this is a team that's not in the vicinity, so it's hard to, you know, kind of ask questions around on who they are. But from the film, even last year, they're a power team. They breed these linemen. It's like Delsey, you know, Delsey breeds linemen to compensate and you know, for what they want as far as in their wing T offense. So they are a power football team. They have a traditional fullback at times, quarterbacks on their center, and that's their goal is going to be time of possession and run the rock.
So last year, Shawnee had a quarterback like that pretty much did everything, ran the ball, threw the ball.
Yep.
So that guy graduated for Thomas Jefferson.
Yes, yep.
But I can see where, and you have the one guy with the ball.
Yeah, they have some studs though. They have a 6'4" defensive end. I think he also plays tight end as well. He's a Wisconsin commit. I think he's offered. I think he committed there to Wisconsin. Yeah, so I think he did commit to Wisconsin. Then they got a 6'6" offensive tackle. So they got size. You know, I'm just saying that our size is faster. So.
Okay. And what about special teams? Because I think that last year, if we had an Achilles heel in the beginning of the year, it was our kickoff. So what are you working there? So
listen, to be honest, we put emphasis on our special teams in July because we knew coming in, especially our kickoff, like we knew that it was something that needed to be worked on. Like it was just unacceptable to have that because we have speed, we have guys that aren't afraid to hit. So for us to be giving up the amount of yards and letting teams start in great field position was you know, counterproductive of what we wanted because like we know our defense isn't going to allow a team to go the length of the field. So, but if you give a short field, it makes it that much more difficult, you know.
Yeah, was it just staying in your lanes on that or
to be honest, I mean, you know, Dennis had a different scheme. I mean, everybody has different scheme. I mean, not that his was wrong. It's just that I think it isolated things to one side. So, you know, I mean, stay in your lane, squeeze to the football. I think basic football, keep it simple, and you know, go get it. And so, you know, that's the kind of mentality we went with it. You know, we didn't do anything crazy. The one thing we've done was, you know, drilled the aspect of, you know, getting in that lane. You know, staying skinny on a guy trying to block you, while holding that lane, and then, you know, not getting too far outside, or, you know, sometimes kids run down there and all they want to do is make contact.
Right.
So we try to rep those things to make them understand, no, you don't take the contact, because that guy holds you, that little contact that guy gets, that's a win for them on a kick return.
Gotcha. All right, so we'll have two segments in this pregame coach's corner. So we're going to take a break, and you'll have our sponsors, and we'll be right back.
Allen Associates is a family-owned and operated full-service agency, managing a broad base of clients in the New Jersey area. Allen Associates has been a leader in health benefits and financial services including health, prescription, life insurance, pension, 401k plans and estate planning. With more than 60 years of experience and a staff of highly trained and dedicated professionals, Allen Associates is noted for its ability to build strong, long-term relationships with our clients and the communities we serve. Give them a call today at 856-692-2250. Allen Associates, your complete health and financial services, Vineland, New Jersey.
My name is Priscilla Ocasio-Jimenez. I am from Vineland, New Jersey, and I am running for Commissioner of Cumberland County. You should consider me because I am a parent, I am an educator, I am bilingual, and I have been part of this community and have given back to this community for all of my life. Thank you, and please remember to vote for Priscilla Ocasio-Jimenez, your Commissioner of Cumberland County.
Ordered and paid for by the Cumberland County Regular Democratic Organization, Al Jones, Treasurer.
Hey parents, there's something you should know. If you don't teach me about money, that's okay. I'll live off your nest egg for the rest of my life.
Feel confident talking to your kids about money.
You're gonna find me a real one, right?
Before it's too late. Get ready at td.com/kidsandmoney.
Your smile is more than just your teeth. At Tenbrook Orthodontics, discover the smile you deserve to have. Get more smiles, more affordably priced with Harvard-trained Dr. Tenbrook's 21st century technology. Get Tenbrook's exclusive T1 braces or Invisalign, which gradually delivers a gorgeous smile. 11 locations like Millville, Washington Township, Vineland, and Mullica Hill, Tenbrook Orthodontics. Spend less time, spend less money, have more fun getting the smile you deserve.
And welcome back to Coach's Corner. I'm Tony Trongone, here with Coach Ayala in our pregame special. And so, Coach, we talked about schemes and generalities, but I'm going to go now into specific players. So you said that Jefferson is a running team and a power team. So on our defense, some key players that have to read their keys. What are some key players in this game?
Well, Kean German's the leader of our defense. He's that Mike linebacker. So, him and his communication with Coach Core to, have those keys in place and making sure that we're doing, reading those right keys is important. You got Solomon Massey Kent is another one of our leaders. He's a big boy. He's gonna be a problem in there. So. We got a lot of smart linebackers. Jamal Wallace is another linebacker out there for us, and then you have Teron Harrell, who moved from safety down to outside backer. He took where Bowman was, kind of on that side. Yeah.
Yes, I forgive me because I didn't ask that in the first segment. So what type of defense? We have a 3-stack.
Yeah, a 3-3 stack. 3-5 for the most part. Put our speed out there on linebackers and we're pretty solid at the corner spot with Latia Brooks at the one side and then Keyshawn Jones, so call him Fuss. Keyshawn Jones, he's out there on the other side filling in for where Cephas was. And then at safety we have Kion Conyers.
Yeah, he's one of my favorite players, Kion. Yeah. And so he was at corner last year though, right?
Oh.
No?
Conyers?
Yeah.
No, so Conyers didn't start the first half of the season.
Right.
He was playing JV in the beginning of the year.
But he was putting some serious sticks on special teams.
Yeah.
But then on defense too. I thought he was playing corner, no?
No, he was always good. No, it was always Teron played a little corner last year, and then eventually Brooks came in because Brooks was at safety to start the year.
Right. Okay,
and then we made the transition, put Teron back out there at the top. And had a couple moving pieces like that.
So we mentioned the backers and the defensive backs. Our defensive line, who's on the line?
You have Kevin White at 1 end or tackle because it's a three-man front. And you got Darian Blachowicz at the other end, and then you got Marcus Offer in the nose.
So you got a few guys playing both ways.
Yeah, yep. But the people behind them, we have numbers behind them as well. So we're fortunate. We're fortunate to have the depth and the talent that we have in our depth. That we don't have to play Ironman football. They're the guys that are going to go out there, but if they needed a blow, they can. But those guys are in great shape. They're in great shape. They'll be fine.
So let's flip it to offense now. So we talked about the line and then the running backs, but I think throughout New Jersey and the country, I think people are noticing our receivers.
Yeah.
So you got a bunch of them there, right?
Yeah, we got a bunch of receivers. We got a quarterback that has the ability to throw the ball downfield, short. Smart. Jacob's a very smart quarterback. So it's intriguing, and I got to make sure that I stay balanced because the game of football, you got to stay balanced. But it's hard to not want to throw it 40 times a game, but that's not conducive to what it's going to keep that balance. So, but with that talent on the outside, and then our slot receivers, and to be honest, we have depth behind them. I could say we have probably about 9 receivers that we can transition between and still not miss.
So who are your receivers, starting receivers?
You have Latier Brooks, then you have Thomas Smith next to him. You have Teron Hale at the other wideout spot, and then you have Freddie Levan in the slot next to him.
So Levan's a new guy coming in, right?
Yeah, he's a new guy. He's strong, physical, very smart receiver. I look forward to seeing his impact with us. He fits right on in with what we do. So it's just it's an ideal mesh.
So we talked about the line earlier. We talked about the running backs earlier. We just covered the receivers, and then, as you know, football lately is about the quarterback. So
yeah,
what are you expecting from our quarterback, Zamat?
Just take it one game at a time. Take it in stride. The advice I give to I think we stated it in another segment. Just have fun. Don't put more pressure on yourself than you need to. I'm there, so we keep things simple enough where it doesn't overwhelm him. I'm not asking him to read a million things. We simplify it enough, but the thing is he's smart, so he tries to take it to them. I'm like, just relax, take it down a second, but. I think he's gonna have a great time here, and I look forward to him. It's his time. It's his journey at quarterback, and I look forward to him being the next guy to break records in the city of Millville.
It's exciting, and so Jacob he's a junior.
Yes.
And so I guess what you're telling me in so many words is play within yourself.
Yes. Mm-hmm.
Okay, good. So this is this time of the segment where we're ready to have kickoff, and I got to ask you, it's going to have the forecast. What's your predictions?
We're going to win. I can't have any other mentality than the fact that we're going to go out there, we're going to play hard, we're going to play OBG football, we're going to represent our city in the most positive way, and our goal, there's nothing more in our minds than we're going to go out there and win. We want to dominate in every facet of the game, from special teams to owning that line. This game is going to be a game that's won in the trenches. They got big bodies, we got big bodies, and we got to fight.
Okay, Coach, and also I saw you walking around with a big tool. What were you walking around with?
So that's our sledgehammer, right? So we bring that out. Our defensive, the goal is the defensive player of every game is going to initial it, put the date next to it, and it'll be something that just starts a tradition in our school. But it just simulates the boom that we're bringing every game.
Is that going to be in Ocean City?
That boom's coming in Ocean City.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, you heard it here first. The boom's coming down on Cary Field at Ocean City today at 11 o'clock. Ocean City versus Thomas Jefferson Jaguars. Again, live August 28th at 11 a.m. Again, as far as Quinn Broadcasting, see us on Facebook, YouTube, and Channel 22. It will be streamed from another company through it, but we have our Millville fans able to see it through the Facebook, YouTube, and Channel 22. I'd like to thank all of our sponsors because without them we couldn't hold hold this particular event and then continue to hold these events to inform our fans about what's going on with Thunderbolt football. So I'm Tony Trongone here with Coach Ayala, signing out from Coach's Corner, and go Bolts. There you go. Right.
This has been a QBC television production, in association with our partners and sponsors. QBC broadcasts on Comcast Cable Channel 22, and live streams its programming on Facebook and YouTube. All rights reserved by Quinn Media and QBC, programming that serves the South Jersey market.